Hello again, my channel subscribers. One of my favourite pictures, Beware the Banksters. Got some of the banksters there, Alan Greenspan and others, printing out endless amounts of worthless paper. I've been asked by some friends, where can you buy silver from if you're interested in buying it, because they've recognised that currency is paper and it's losing value. They want a bit of security, want to be able to have some security in the form of a useful metal like silver. Alright, sorry I have to do this, I haven't got a video capture program, so I'm just doing this straight off the iPhone. Here's the first one. This one's called Gainesville Coins. And I'd buy that for coins. They have all the various coins, Perth Mint. You can get them cheaper on this site than you can from Perth Mint, and in any quantity that you want. So the first one is Gainesville Coins. Another one is Bullion Bourse. Bullion Bourse, this is a channel, a supplier recommended by Stellar Concepts. And Bullion Bourse, you can buy silver, silver bars, etc. If I was going to buy bullion bars, I'd go straight to the Perth Mint, buy them from there, unless you can find them cheaper somewhere else. The advantage of buying them straight from the Perth Mint is they're government guaranteed by the Western Australian government. They're straight from the mint, they've made them themselves, they're guaranteed to be exactly what they say they are. This is the website. You're wanting the live bullion prices page, and then you just ring that number. I've done it, it's not hard. They charge you a little bit more for shipping and a little bit for insurance as well. Okay, that's where I'd get my bullion bars from. If you're in Brisbane, you can get silver from Ainsley Bullion. You can walk in to the store in Queen Street and just buy your bullion straight up there. It's at 289 Queen Street, Brisbane. Ainsley Bullion. Just walk in. Most major cities in Australia have a bullion dealer. In Sydney, I think they've got ABC Bullion and others. So the bigger the city, the more likely you are to have bullion dealers. There's other places you can get silver from. First Majestic. First Majestic will sell you silver. They're a bullion producer. They mine it in Mexico, and they have a silver bullion store, and you can order. It's kind of exy, but the one advantage is they will sell you a spot price for everything. So if you just want a 1 ounce business strike or a 5 ounce proof finish, they're all the same price. You can get silver bullion in lots of different ways. 10 ounce bars, kilo bars. There's a 50 ounce bar, you'd have to be cashed up to buy that. 5 ounce bars, 1 ounce bullion rounds. I'd suggest it'd be good to have a selection of various bullion. Silver price there, that what they're selling for is $24 US. I remember when it used to be $13 US, and that was only about a year ago. And that's not so much that silver's increased in value, because against the Australian dollar it hasn't. That's the fact that the US dollar is increasingly becoming worth toilet paper, and that's just going to continue. I won't be surprised if next year it would say silver price $48. I'm not promising anyone that's what it's going to say. You make your own financial decisions. But there's a huge possibility, given the amount of US money they're printing. What it will be in Australian currency, I can't say. If our currency gets too high, it's likely that they'll try ways to debase it. Example of how they tried to debase the currency in Australia is when they gave us all $900. They didn't give us that money just because Kevin Rudd was feeling nice about us all and wanted us to all have a happy Christmas. They gave us that money because they had to print a whole bunch of money and get it out into the economy to stop our currency going spastic against other currencies. If you aren't aware, the US government is doing what's called quantitative easing, which is a very technical term, I suppose, for the fact that they're just printing money. Quantitative easing. You may not know what that term is now, but I can assure you within 5 years, when all the economies go to complete crap, that you'll know exactly what it was. For those who didn't live through the 70s, the early 70s, remember the oil shocks. It wasn't the value of oil that went up. It was the value of paper that went down. Study it further, you'll understand it more. Alright, I've bought from the Perth Mint Direct. They're good. I haven't bought from Gainesville Coins. Sometimes what I'll also do is I'll get on eBay, and rather than buy it on eBay, I'll buy it direct from the sellers. I'll contact them, and often you'll get a much better price off them. If you've only got small amounts you want to buy, like an ounce or something, I'd probably buy it off an eBay seller. Just email them, say you want to buy what sort of price, shop around, there's like 10 of them there, and you'll get various amounts and offers. Okay, that's our silver video for today. I think since I've started this, when I first bought silver, I was buying it at $13 US, or about $18 Australian. It's now up to about $23 Australian, or getting up to $23 US, because the US dollar is almost worth identical to the Australian dollar. And I predict that eventually, unless Australia does its own quantitative easing, the Australian currency is going to be worth more than the US currency shortly. Our economy doesn't have the unemployment the US has. We've got the Chinese buying up lots of resources, which is keeping our economy going.